Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad that you are here visiting with me today. Today's video is going to be a current favorites video. I guess you can consider this November since it is the end of the month, but nonetheless I'm going to be sharing some products with you that I've been using frequently and that I've really been enjoying, and I just felt that they were worth the money that I spent on these products. So yeah, these are products that I genuinely like, and I thought that I would share it with you. It's nice watching these kind of videos because you can see what other people are liking and maybe even get a few recommendations from this video you can take away and maybe add some of these products to your own makeup collection. So let's go ahead and get started and we'll get to talking about some favorites. So I guess the first product that I want to share with you guys is a foundation primer, and I think I'm going to have a separate video just based around this product, but this is the J1 Jelly Pack foundation primer. I've seen a few beauty bloggers use this and I decided to give it a try for myself, and I do not regret it whatsoever. This is probably the best foundation primer that I've ever used and the most effective. I have several foundation primers, and I feel that even though they claim to keep your makeup intact with your skin throughout the day, that they don't do that completely. I will still come home after a long day and my makeup just looks crusty. It doesn't look fresh. It just looks like it's been sitting there for a while, and some places have worn off, some settle into fine lines. But this stuff keeps your makeup looking fresh throughout the entire day. I like to apply products on my face that's going to keep my makeup lasting throughout the day. I'm not the kind of person that will go and frequently touch up on my makeup. I just want to trust that products are going to keep my makeup looking fresh and will not require me to touch up on my makeup. But this is really good. It's not only a foundation primer, but it is also a serum. It's a dramatic firming skin with improved elasticity and pore smoothing. So it is going to smooth out your pores, and it's a serum, so it's going to firm the skin and improve the elasticity of it. This is just probably my #1 favorite for this month. I just can't say enough great things about it. So let's move on. I want to talk about this foundation for a little bit. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This is such a great foundation. I've really been liking it. I use it so much. I've used it so frequently. I get a lot of compliments on this foundation, and people just say, oh, your skin looks so smooth, you look like a porcelain doll, and I just feel like I can just owe those compliments to this foundation. It's really great. It gives me full coverage and it does not feel heavy on the skin. It's just a really good foundation. Like I said, medium to full coverage. It stays on the skin really well, and I like that. It settles into the skin, which is nice, so it's not just sitting on top of the skin where it looks really cakey. And that's another thing, this does not look cakey. Once you give it a minute or two to set into the skin, it literally looks like your skin but photoshopped, but you didn't do any photoshopping. This is just a really good foundation. Like I said, I've gotten a lot of compliments on it, and I feel like I can just owe those compliments to my skin, to this foundation, because it provides beautiful coverage, it does not look cakey, and it makes you look photoshopped. Definitely one of my #1 favorite foundations, and I would totally recommend this. Okay, so let's go ahead, I'm going to go ahead and do my last face product. This is the new Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter. I'm such a big fan of the butter bronzer, so I decided to give the butter highlighters a try, and actually I got this maybe a week ago, and I know that's not technically considered a monthly favorite, but it is something that I'm loving currently. So I did get the shade Champagne. First of all, these are beautiful. The packaging is really nice. It reminds me of the ColourPop highlighters, which I think I have one. So this is a ColourPop highlighter, and this is the Physicians Formula. The packaging is similar, and they both have a really creamy, just a creamy texture to them. This one is so beautiful. I love the texture and the print that it has, but yeah, they're just both very creamy, and they just look similar to me, but that's something I would compare it to. But this is so amazing. It is so buttery, hence the name Butter Highlighter. But I just want to show you the pigment. You barely have to touch it, and you have like a full-on highlight. Let me do a little swatch here for you. You can see that. Let me do a little bit more. It smells beautiful, just like the bronzers do, and the highlighter is beautiful. I've been using it frequently, so I've really been liking these. It's a nice drugstore highlighter. Definitely now one of my favorite drugstore highlighters, and I don't have a lot, but definitely if you're looking for a good drugstore highlighter, you might want to consider this one. It's really good. Moving on to the eyes, I have an eyeshadow palette that I have been really liking, and I haven't really used it on my channel here much, but I've been using it to the side. This is the Jaclyn Hill and Morphe eyeshadow palette. I'm sure that you've heard a lot about this palette. It definitely does deserve the hype that you've probably heard, but this is such a beautiful and versatile palette. You have a lot of warm tone neutrals, which I am obsessed over, and especially during the fall time. I pack these on my eyelids every day, but you have a small amount of colors here, so if you're someone that likes neutral colors, you can definitely once you get comfortable with those neutral colors, you can veer over to a little bit of color, but there are just a lot of shades. They're easy to blend, they're very, very, very pigmented, and it was just worth the money. I do believe that this is still for sale. I want to say it's permanent. I may not be, I'm not sure, but I do believe that they did make it permanent. But it's such a beautiful eyeshadow palette. You have lots of satins, you have mattes, and you have like full-on foiled shadows. But let me show you this blue one right here, which is absolutely gorgeous, which I will swatch. So you can see the pigment is absolutely beautiful. Actually, that's one of my favorite colors as well. But it's so beautiful. It's a really good palette, and I would actually recommend that if you're starting out with makeup, just because there are so many neutral shadows in that palette. So it's definitely been a favorite of mine. I do have one more product to share with you, and this is an eye product. I've been using this so much. This is the Stila, hold up, Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow, and this is in Kitten Karma. I really like to pop this on the lid and do like a corresponding rose gold kind of shadow look, because this is a rose gold glitter. But I just want to swatch this for you. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful on the eyes. Like I said, I love just popping this on the eyelid, and it just really, it's beautiful. It really opens up the eyes. It's such a flattering shade, and I'll even pair this with like a pink or like a deep mauve, and it's so gorgeous. I love this. It matches and goes with so many other crease shades. It's really beautiful. It stays all day. It's not very heavy on the lids where it gets really crusty. I don't know if you've sometimes I have experienced that with liquid shadows. They can get crusty and feel really heavy, but these are so lightweight and they're so beautiful. And I even like to pop this in the inner corner to open up the eyes. It's just so beautiful. I've used it so much, but it has lasted me a while. I do like that it comes in a liquid form, so there is some kind of primer or liquid that it's mixed with to where it has something to hold on to so it won't fall on your under eyes, if you know what I mean, because glitters can be so messy. But if you like glitters and don't want the mess, these are good to go. And that is it for my November/current favorites. I do hope that you guys enjoyed. Thank you for spending the time out of your day to watch my videos. I really appreciate it. I appreciate it every time you watch one of my videos. It means the world to me. I do want to let you know, I want to point you over to my social media. If you like the videos, be sure that you go over to the social media pages. I will have them in the description box, but I share a lot of daily makeup photos, daily makeup looks, a little bit of more of my personal life, I guess you could say. But yeah, I did want to point you over in that direction. I have Instagram. I'm at madisonleeartistry. I am on Snapchat, Twitter. I'm all there. So there will be links below to go to those social media pages. Just thought I would throw that in there since I don't talk about it a lot. But I do hope that you enjoyed this video again. Jesus loves you very, very much, and I will talk to you in my next video. Bye, guys.